Hello everybody and welcome to the UK. So this month Universal Yums box is well actually this month is something else. Last month was the UK and I'm just now getting to the video. So yeah, welcome. I'm excited about this. I can't wait to go to the UK someday. And obviously Ireland, I have cousins in Ireland that I've never met and I would love to meet them. And just, there are so many cool things. I love Shakespeare, and the Shakespeare Theatre is in London, and yeah, I would just really love to go. There's lots of things that I would like to see and lots of food that I would like to eat. So let's get started. The first item is pickled onion rings. Apparently in pubs they serve this plate that includes pickled pearl onions, and it's pickled with vinegar, sugar, salt, and maybe some other things. I'm not sure. It says crying out with flavor. I'm not sure what that means, but let's go ahead and taste it. It's this cute little tiny ring, obviously made of like corn that's been puffed. Oh, it smells very strong. Whoa. Okay. It's good, but boy is it vinegary. It just punches you in the face with vinegar. It is really good, but I can't imagine being able to eat very many of those just because your mouth would just be, I don't know, vinegar filled. But they are tasty and they do have pack a punch. So if you like snacks that really have a lot of flavor, this is the snack for you. It definitely has onion. You can taste the onion. It's got a nice crunch to it. And it's salty, but the vinegar is really the forward flavor of this snack. So let's move on. Obviously one of the major national dishes in the UK and England in particular is fish and chips. There are something like 8,500 fish and chip shops in the UK, and obviously it's a delicious food, and they have kind of recreated this, not recreated, but given us an idea of fish and chips with these sea salt, cider, and cider vinegar chips. Sea salt and cider vinegar chips. In the United States, we call potato chips these things chips. I think in the UK they call them crisps because fish and chips, the chips are actually fries. In the US we call them fries. So that's interesting if you didn't know that. But yeah, let's try this. Oh, I kind of big chip. That's really good. What I like about this is the potato chip, you can tell, is really high quality. It's a little bit thicker cut, and you can really taste the potato. The vinegar is not overpowering. So salt and vinegar chips in the US are very vinegary, and just like the pickled onion ring, it's just like, whoa, vinegar is in my mouth right now, and very salty. So you can't eat very many of them. These are a little bit more mild, and that must be the cider vinegar portion of it, but they're really nice. I like those a lot. I will enjoy those later. Oh, fun fact, you would think that the national dish of the UK would be fish and chips, but it is not. The national dish is actually chicken tikka masala. So that's an interesting fact. The UK's national dish is chicken tikka masala, and it was voted as the official national dish, and it was invented in Britain. So that's not something necessarily that you would think would be invented in Britain, but it was. So yay. Obviously, if you're visiting Great Britain, go ahead and try some chicken tikka masala because I bet it's really good. I love curry, so I would definitely eat that. Oh, another fun fact that I didn't, that I remember that I forgot to share is that the United Kingdom and Great Britain are not interchangeable. They are separate entities. So the UK includes Scotland, England, Wales, and Northern Ireland, and Great Britain includes only England, Scotland, and Wales. So that's interesting. Let's move on. Okay, so the national dish of Scotland is actually haggis. And if you don't know what haggis is, the locals, if you ask them, maybe they will play a trick on you and tell you that it is a small, short-legged animal that runs around in the mountains. But in reality, haggis is a dish made out of sheep's pluck, which is the heart, liver, and lungs, and that is boiled in the animal's stomach with onions and other things. And it's like a pudding is what they call it. It sounds interesting. I would definitely try it if I was in Scotland and was offered haggis because, I mean, when you're in a country and they offer you the national dish, you're gonna eat it, right? But it doesn't sound pleasant. I don't know if I would enjoy it. These chips are haggis flavored potato chips with cracked black pepper. So they look pretty harmless. They don't smell very harmless. Oh, they smell really strong. I don't really know what they smell like, but let's try it. It's just a potato chip with pepper. I wish it would focus, but it didn't, so. Okay. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. It definitely has like a meat flavor to it, but it doesn't have the minerally flavor that usually comes with eating organs. Obviously, this is not actual haggis. This is a potato chip flavored version of it. But it tastes decent, and I wouldn't, you know, not eat them. So, gives me hope. Maybe haggis isn't that bad. Okay, let's keep going. So the next item that I have, I kind of ripped it, so I apologize, but it's Dean's Shortbread with chocolate chips. And an interesting fact, shortbread is just basically a really super buttery cookie, and short means crumbly. So shortening, why that is called shortening is because it makes things crumbly. So if you're making like a pie crust or some other pastry that should be flaky, you're gonna be using a lot of fat, whether it be butter or shortening or some other type of fat, lard, that is used to make the pastry very flaky and very crumbly. So that's what this looks like. And clearly I've already taken a bite because anyway, it's a long story. But let's try it again. It's very crumbly. You can't see, but on the table in front of me, there's just tons of little crumbs because it sheds crumbs. It's very butter forward, so this cookie, you just immediately are hit with the butter. It has a very nice crumbly texture. It just melts in your mouth. And then the chocolate chips add a nice touch of sweetness and chocolatey flavor. So highly recommend that. That's delicious. Apparently Scottish shortbread is the best kind of shortbread for some reason. And it's the best shortbread I've ever had so far. So I'm not gonna get mad at it. Let's continue on. So the next thing, this is toffee. So apparently Walker's Nonsuch, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that is the premier toffee maker in England, and it was established in 1894, so it's an old company. They know what they're doing. They use the same recipe that was perfected a long, long time ago, and the Queen really loves it. So let's try the Queen's favorite toffee. And that's what it looks like. And you're supposed to whack it and then open it. So I've already done the whacking and opening, and it's broken up. And here's a little piece that we're going to try. I'm probably going to bite it because this is a big piece to just eat. Ooh. It's a lot softer than I was expecting. It's definitely sticking to my teeth. It's really good though. Very buttery. The caramel notes are in there. It's really good. Very sticky. I remember we had friends growing up that they had been Amish, which if you don't know what that is, look it up. Google Amish, A-M-I-S-H. It's interesting. It's an interesting culture. But anyway, they grew up that way, and then their parents got out of the Amish church, and we used to go over to their house, and they had this big, huge barn, and we would like swing from the rafters, and it was really fun. But we also made hand-pulled toffee. That's not like the same as this, but it's a really fun experience. So if you ever want to pull toffee, look up how to do it. There's recipes all over the internet for hand-pulled toffee. It's really, really fun to make with friends, and it tastes really, really good. And obviously it tastes similar to this because it's a similar process, but obviously it's not this toffee because this is the Queen's favorite toffee, and it's also a really old recipe, and they've perfected how to make it. So, but if you want to have fun, look up the recipe and do your own. So let's continue on. We've got, let's try this one. This is called chocolate lime, and you can't tell right now, but apparently there is milk chocolate in the middle of this. And it's a hard candy, so I'm not sure how we're going to get to the middle. I think we'll just have to bite it in half. That's not how I would ideally eat this, but for you, I will. The outside is very sticky. It's very lime-like on the outside. It tastes like lime. Okay. So there's just a little tiny bit of chocolate in the middle. The forward flavor is definitely lime, which is really nice. There's just a hint of chocolate, but it kind of tempers that lime flavor, which is nice to have a little bit of contrast. I think it could have done with a little bit more chocolate, to be honest, but it's a good candy. I like it, and I like lime flavor, so let's keep going. This is a black currant and Prosecco chew. Prosecco, I think, is Italian champagne. And apparently, though, champagne, there's a scientist in Britain, in England maybe, that had papers written about making wine fizzy 200 years before French champagne. So, was champagne actually created in England? I don't know, but we're going to try this. So apparently blackcurrant is a really popular flavor in Britain, and they use it a lot in cocktails and in this candy, obviously. I don't think that I've ever had it. They said that there was something in the Pakistan box with blackcurrant, but I can't remember back that far, so I'd have to watch my video back. But let's try this. Apparently blackcurrant is very tart and not very sweet, so you wouldn't necessarily want to just eat the berry. Very soft. Oh, that is really good. I'm not really tasting a whole lot of alcohol, like champagne flavor, but the black currant is really tasty. It's a little bit sticky, like stick to your teeth, but the texture is really nice. Yeah, that's good. I really like that. I could do some damage with more of those. But I'm glad they didn't give me too many. I think they gave me 2. So then the next thing, I have 2 more things. This one and then one more thing that I was saving because it looks really good. This is a, what was it called? It's like a fudge. It's a fudge. It looks like a caramel to me, but this says that it's fudge. And it has something special in it. Let me get to it. Oh no, this is Prosecco. Excuse me. Oh boy. Okay, containing champagne and blackcurrant, so I wasn't wrong. But this one has Prosecco. So this is Prosecco Fudge. And apparently that other thing that I just ate, they make a cocktail that's called the Cur Royal. It's a French cocktail containing champagne and blackcurrant. So that's what that is supposed to mimic. Whatever. Anyway, sorry. This is a Prosecco Fudge. We're gonna try it and see. Oh, okay. I don't know. It looks like a caramel. In the United States, fudge is chocolate. So maybe it's different in the UK? Oh. I don't know. Sorry, that was really silent. Never mind. Fudge can be different flavors. It doesn't quite have the texture of fudge. It's not as creamy. It more like has the texture of it's getting close to Halloween. And have you ever had those pumpkins or candy corn? It has a similar texture to those, but not the flavor. Because the flavor of candy corn is disgusting. I don't know how I feel about this. It doesn't taste bad, but I definitely don't taste like champagne. I don't know. It's just kind of a nondescript flavor. Maybe my palate sucks. I don't know, but it tastes okay. I'm not upset about it, but I just don't get it. Okay, last thing, because this looks really good. This is called, this says A Taste for Adventure, Wagon Wheels Jammie. And apparently this is like one of the most popular snacks in the UK. It has, if I'm remembering this right, it has marshmallow, some type of fruity jam, 2 cookies covered in chocolate. So it's like kind of like the idea of a s'mores, but the chocolate's on the outside instead of the inside. And instead of cookies, you know, s'mores has graham crackers and it does not have jam. So let's try this. This is like, it looks like a round cookie thing. Wow, I'm so eloquent. Okay, let's try this. Oh, it's crunchy. Okay. It's not a s'mores. They shouldn't have said s'mores. The only thing that s'mores and this has in common is like the sandwich type structure and the fact that it has marshmallow in it. But that's about it. This doesn't taste like, the forward flavor in this snack is the jam. Immediately you're like, jam! And then you get some chocolate. The cookies don't really add a lot of flavor, just a crunchiness. And then the marshmallow doesn't really have a flavor either. It's just that marshmallowy texture. So definitely good. Honestly, the UK does not have great snacks. They're good. They're good. They're not great. Unless there are better snacks. If you are from the UK and there are snacks that are not included in this that are way better and I should try, leave a comment and let me know what those snacks are that I should try. Or even if you're not English, if you've been to the UK and there are snacks there that are like UK exclusive and they're better than these, let me know in the comments because I would love to try them. Obviously, I've gone a long time. That was the end of my snack box. I really enjoyed trying these with you, and I'll see you next month. Bye!